For many people, discipline is a chore, but for me, it's really freedom. Now, I wasn't the most self-disciplined person for the longest time, as I remember. I was all over the place because I just didn't understand how to manage myself so then I can manage the time, my feelings, my emotions, my values, my priorities. I used to get up in the morning and just, having my coffee and not really knowing what was I going to do that day. But now everything changed. Everything changed once I understood the power of self-discipline. And that's what we are going to be talking today as number 4, I believe, a powerful step in rewiring your brain. And this is absolutely amazing. And I think you're going to love it. So how are you going to become more self-disciplined and stay focused? Especially now as we live in this world of distractions everywhere, pulling ourselves in so many directions. First, think about the goal. Research and work and get all the information you need about the goal that you want to accomplish. And why, most importantly. Because when the goal is attached to something meaningful to you, something important to you as a value, then you have a better chance in accomplishing the goal, especially on the days when you don't feel like doing the work. Number 2, write down the goal. I write down every goal I set up for myself on a big board. Write it down longhand. Now, of course, you can type it, if you will, on your computer or iPhone, but research tells us that it's far more important and more realistic for the brain if you can write it out by hand, longhand. Several things are happening in the brain when you do that. We attach feeling and emotions to it, and the brain doesn't know the difference, right? Whether it's real or not. So you have a better chance in coming up with those connections in the brain. Neuroplasticity, right? It's an amazing thing. Next is share your goal. Yes, don't be afraid. Share your goal with the entire world. Tell the world what you want to achieve. Tell the world your intention and how you're going to do it. After all, why not? You can do anything you want to. Just like people who have achieved a great deal, people who are successful. What do you think is the difference between you and them? None. You just have to work differently, come up with different strategies, and really self-discipline your mind so you can stay on task. Now, I will tell you that it's very important the people you have in your life, because if they are not supportive, if they're not empowering you, if they're not helping you achieve your goal, and they are instead criticizing, then that's not the way to go. And before you know it, you will give up. You don't want that. So be sure the people in your life are supportive, are loving, and are helping you achieve your goals and become yourself, the best version of yourself, achieve your full potential. So the next and last one in becoming more self-disciplined is visualization. Visualize it. First thing in the morning, last time during the day, every day, just visualize the goal and really allow yourself to feel the emotion and the feeling. How do you feel? If you visualize your goal at the end of it, right, after you achieve it, what kind of emotions are you going to have? What is that goal going to do to you, right? So don't be afraid to visualize your goals and really allow yourself to understand that there is no difference between you and someone who achieved that particular goal. Absolutely zero. And that's why it's important to do first step, which is the research on your goal. So these are the steps to becoming more self-disciplined as you rewire your brain for success and happiness. So now share your story. Do you have a story about becoming more self-disciplined? I would love to hear it. And stay tuned because I will be back with the next step. Thank you.